Hey there, morbid maniacs! It's time for another spooky video, a part of Vlogtober. And for tonight's creepy video, I am going to be doing another haunted West Virginia video, which I have not done in a very long time. If you guys do not know what haunted West Virginia is, I was born and raised in West Virginia, and you guys know I'm completely obsessed with urban legends and creepy ghost stories, everything, bump in the night. And I wanted to create this series to sort of bring to light and kind of learn more about the history of creepy urban legends and ghost stories in West Virginia. So for tonight's Haunted West Virginia and Vlogtober video, I am going to be talking about the legend of Mamie Thurman. I actually got this as a request from one of my subscribers. I do not remember their name, so if it was you, feel free to comment. So, Mamie was a housewife who lived in Logan, West Virginia. She and her husband, Jack Thurman, had moved to Logan, West Virginia from their hometown of Louisville, Kentucky in 1924. They settled into an apartment over a garage in the backyard of a man by the name of Harry Robertson. So, Robertson worked for the National Bank of Logan County, and he was also a treasurer for the Logan Public Library. His wife Louise was involved in the Logan Women's Club. They were both very active in church. Mamie's husband Jack had been hired as a patrolman for the city. Harry had actually been the person to recommend this job to him. He was the president of the Logan City Commission. On the surface, Mamie was a faithful wife who went to church often, but her husband did not make very much money, and so she grew bored. Rumors began surfacing, and people were talking. Some of the tales included that Mamie spent her time at local nightclubs, flirting and also engaging in sexual relations with married businessmen. One of those people were actually Harry Robertson, who had noticed her because she had worked at the bank with him. No one could really wrap their mind around how a happy housewife could grow to be the talk of the town in such a way. A lot of people said it was because of how she was raised. Her father was known to be a very strict man, and after her mother had died, he had began to abuse her. So one bright morning in 1932, Garland Davis, a deaf-mute man, stumbled upon Mamie Thurman's lifeless body. He stumbled upon her body as he was picking blackberries on a mountain known as the Trace Mountain near Holden, West Virginia. Today, it is known as the 22 Mountain Mine Road. Her body had been dumped alongside the road, and she had been savagely murdered. She had been shot in the head twice, her neck was fractured, her face was disfigured and powder burned. Her throat was cut from ear to ear. It became obvious that Mamie was not murdered for her possessions. She still had on her gold diamond ring, her wristwatch, and her engagement ring. There was even money still found in her purse. There had been a paper found by her body with a license plate number on it. A lot of rumors were going around about who could have done it, and Harry Robertson was one of the people that were being speculated for the murder. The meetings had been arranged by Clarence Stevenson, who was often a chauffeur, a black handyman, and often made hunting trips for Robertson. He would often drive Harry around to different places to meet up with Mamie. The day after Mamie's body had been found, both of the two men had been arrested. So while Mamie's funeral was being held, Harry's home had actually been searched by the state police. They had found an impression on the basement wall that looked to be that of a bullet hole. Bloodstains were found on the carpet and also a razor. Bloodstains were also found on the seat and the window of the Ford sedan that was owned by Harry Robertson. So Harry admitted that he had an affair with Mamie, and he still continued to see her even after she had refused to stop seeing other men. According to him, she was seeing 16 others. Many local people felt that Harry was too much of a soft-spoken man and that he couldn't have committed such a crime. So the magistrate who served for the case was a person by the name of Elba Hatfield, one of the descendants from the famous feud. He concluded that the evidence was circumstantial. Both were held to answer any questions by the grand jury. So most of the men who served in the grand jury at the time were supposedly some of the 16 that were involved with Mamie. They did not convict Harry Robertson. They did indict Clarence Stevenson, though. During his trial for the murder of Mamie Thurman, a lot of witnesses were able to tell every minute of his whereabouts at the time of Mamie's murder, but the jury still ended up convicting him. He was sent to Moundsville Prison. Soon after this, the Logan County branch of the NAACP raised money to appeal his case. 56 churches had collected donations. More than 3,000 people had showed up to help him appeal this case, but still, the magistrate court had turned down this appeal in 1933. He spent 10 years in prison for a crime that he was involved in, but allegedly did not commit. He passed away of stomach cancer in 1942. So one resident of Logan County who went to prison with Stevenson stated, "He told me he was hired to take the body to Trace Mountain and that he didn't do anything to Mamie Thurman. He never said who killed her, but he said that he didn't do it. Stevenson told me it was all politics." Mamie Thurman was said to be a volunteer of the Logan Women's Club along with Robertson's wife, Louise. It was said that they were very good friends, but upon hearing about the affair, their friendship had ended. Some speculate that it might have been Louise who had actually murdered Mamie. What happened to Mamie's body is unknown. Her death certificate states that she was buried at the Logan Memorial Park. Harry's funeral home records show that a businessman from Logan actually paid someone $1,000 to remove Mamie's body and bury her in a cemetery in Chauncey. I hope I'm saying that right. Where she was actually buried was covered up. It seems like someone did not want evidence being found in the future, and Mamie's death is still a mystery. So here's where it gets creepy. According to the legend, many people have seen the ghost of Mamie Thurman. Some legends say that her spirit still wanders the hills searching for the person who took her life. It states that she is still looking for justice. Many people over the years have claimed to have seen her ghost while passing by Holden, 22 Mountain Mine Road. Several coal truck drivers have said that they have picked up a woman wearing outdated clothing to give her a ride, only for her to vanish in their seats a couple of minutes later. Local teenagers have used this area for legend tripping. They are dared to visit this location late at night. So a well-known legend is that if a person puts their car in neutral on 22 Mountain Mine Road, where Mamie's body had been found, that their car will actually begin to be pushed uphill. This was apparently proven to be an optical illusion. However, I'm not sure. I've never tested it out for myself. But others believe that this is Mamie Thurman's ghost pushing the cars up the hill. So there you guys have it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a big old thumbs up. Please leave me a comment and let me know, have you ever visited this 22 Mountain Mine Road, where Mamie Thurman's body was found. And have you ever tested out the legend for yourself? If so, what happened? Did you ever see Mamie's ghost? Or would you ever visit there to see if the legend was true, or if you could see her ghost? Because you guys know me, I live in West Virginia, so this may be a future video. I would love to go there and test out this legend for myself, and just keep an eye out for that in the future. It may happen. But yeah, subscribe to my channel if you have not already and become a morbid maniac. And I will see you guys in the next video.